Showrunners for the main Game of Thrones show, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, recently shared that they were shocked about the finale backlash, but they also shared their favorite death in the show. So in a separate video, I talk about their shock about the backlash from the finale. This, I want to talk about their favorite death in the main show. So on DB's end, he shared his 2 favorite deaths from Game of Thrones. He shared, "With Thrones, there was so much killing of good guys that when we finally got to really kill both Joffrey in Season 4 and Ramsay in Season 6, it was fun to go back to the old-fashioned joys of just killing off really bad guys. It felt like it was maybe balancing the scales a little bit." So DB's favorite kills are Ramsay and Joffrey. On Joffrey's end, I love that a lot of people, that's their favorite, because we know George R. Martin was shocked that people couldn't feel bad for a young teenager, a kid, dying painfully even though he was a monster and his mom seeing him die. George really wished that a lot of people had more sympathy for Joffrey, and it cracks me up how perplexed he is by the rabid hate for him. George, you wrote him that way. Now, David did agree on the Ramsay death, and it was actually his favorite, he stated. At the end of the Battle of the Bastards, when Sophie does a walk away, you don't actually see the death. You see some of it in the background. You don't really see the death, but what you do see is Sansa's smile. And it was all in one shot. We did it, 7 times. I remember standing there with Dan. When she finally nailed it on the 7th or 8th time, it was just the feeling of, that's so epic. Sophie was so good. And when she got that shot, I felt like, I can now die happy. Maybe I should have died happy right then. I feel like with those last 2 sentences, there's a bad joke that could be made about then maybe the finale would be saved, but I'll let it for other people to say.